Guys, do you have any doubts in yesterday's class? Yesterday we discussed up to date, a date function, right? So then now, next we are having a next concept is numbers. Numbers. So we can check all the data types. We are having the first we can check the primitive data types. What are the primitive data types? Numbers, strings, then boolean, right? These three are the primitive data types. Because of these data types can store only one value. Okay, so then coming to the first one, JavaScript number. JavaScript treats and represent all the numbers as a floating point number, and it does not have any different data type defined for the number. Okay, so in JavaScript biggest advantage is, so we don't need to mention what type of data it is. No need to mention data type. If it is a string, if it is a number, it's automatically based on our format. So JavaScript can automatically pick and then do the operations, right? So then the JavaScript number object enables you to represent the numeric value. It may be integer or floating point. Okay, a number object can be created by the help of number constructor. So as we said, in the JavaScript, everything is an object, right? So like anything new one, 33.html. Okay, dot type. So then HTML, then head, JS, numbers. Okay, so then title, inside title, JavaScript, numbers, concept. Okay, so then here head close. So then after that body, then here script. So what is in this, what is our first point? So JavaScript reads and represent all the numbers as a floating point numbers, and it does not have any different data type. So it does not have any different data type means, so we don't need to mention what it is. If it is a number, if it is a float, or so we don't need to mention, it is automatically fixed. By default it is, so all the numbers consider as a decimal numbers. So if we can give the, then let my name equal to, so for suppose if we can give like this, we can give like this. So then when you print console.log, so then my name. So here we are not giving what type of data it is. If it is a number, if it is a float point, we are not given, right? So it is automatically considering. So without quotes if you are giving, so that one automatically consider as a number. You can see JS inspect element. So then here see, so we are given a float point or decimal point. We are giving 10.00, but if it is after decimal, if it is a leading zero, it will not consider the zeros. But suppose if you can give the 10.50, 10.50, it will give the 10.5. Okay, this is what. So the next one is, the number object can be created by the help of number constructor. Help of number constructor. How we can create that one? So then the same way we can give the number constructor. So this way also we can define. Also we can define. No change. Okay. So it's a number constructor. Right. So the next one is JavaScript supports both integer and float point numbers, and that can be represented in a decimal, hexadecimal, or octal notations. Okay, decimal, hexadecimal, and octal notations. JavaScript does not treat the integer and floating point numbers directly. All numbers in JavaScript are represented as a float point numbers, as we said before. Okay, if the value cannot be converted to the number, if the value cannot converted to the number, for suppose if we can give like this, if we can give like this, so then we will get, but when we add plus 1, 10.501, so it's considered as a string now. Okay, it's considered as a string now. So if you want to check, so it returns the, so is none. If you can check this one, is none method. Okay, then we can give now my num, so then we will get the not a number, false. Okay, false. Okay, because of it's not a number, so we are checking it is a number or not. So if it is a number, we will get the true. Okay, okay. Why it is not getting is none method. Document that write will say is none my num. Why we are checking false? Is not a number. Yes, it is a number, then we have to get return, right? So then if you can give the string, sorry, we'll get the why. Why it is written is none my num. So then document dot write, right? So then true, false, right? So then after that, else document dot write, then true, true and false. Okay, true now, right? So it is, so this is saying it is not a, is not a number. Okay, so then now you can see if we can give the number, why it is always going to the false condition. No? Okay, we will see. So basically NaN means not a number, that can checked by is none method. If value cannot be converted to number, if value cannot be converted to number, so it will returns the, it will returns the, it will returns the false method, false result, right? So the next one, so we can define the number in object way also. So here we are defined, so three ways. Let my num1 equal to, my num1 equal to number of, so then we can give like this. Okay, we can give like this, and at the same time in the రాజా 5 minutes కాల్ చేస్తాను, ఒక 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 1 hour కాల్ చేస్తాను, కాల్లో ఉన్నా. ఓకేనా? సరే. So the next one, so we can define the number my num2 equal to, so new of number, new of number, so this way also we can define. Okay, so this is the variable, so this is the constructor way we are defining, this is the object way we are defining. Okay, so this is the variable and this is the constructor and this is the object way we are defining. Three ways we can define it. Okay, so the next one is the, so here integer value, so this way we can define it. Then decimal value we can define like this. Then exponent value, exponent value, that means after 13, so we have a 4 zeros. Exponent value means after 13 we have 4 zeros. Okay, so then object, in that object way we can define it. Okay, so min value, max value, min value, max value. 0 is the minimum value, maximum value is the infinity number. So what is the largest number? So that is the maximum number. Then positive infinity and a negative infinity we are having. Represents the positive infinity are returned on overflow. Represents the negative infinity are returned on overflow. Okay, so there is no limit. So infinity, so it is keep on going, right? NaN means not a number. Okay, so through numbers we are having some default methods in JavaScript. Using numbers we are having a default methods in JavaScript. We can see one by one. We can see one by one. What is this one? So infinity, if you can give the 10 by 0, we will get the positive infinity. If you can give the minus 10 by 0, we will get the negative infinity. All right. Document dot write 10 by my num 0, right? So then document dot write my num by 0, right? So if you can give the minus, okay, positive infinity and then negative infinity. Okay, so the next one is the boolean. So it's a small concept only. So boolean, so the JavaScript boolean represents only two values, either true or false. We already checked in the conditions format, right? So it can be created using boolean function. Boolean can be created using literals, or their object can be created either a literal, or we can create other way also. We can create object way also. Okay, so then, so the next one is math functions. So using numbers and booleans based on boolean data type. So we are having the few default methods in JavaScript numbers and JavaScript string functions. Okay, so first one is the JavaScript math JavaScript math object. First method is the math object. JavaScript math object is used to perform the mathematical operations on number. Math object creating the creating the creating doing the mathematical operations on the numbers. Okay, all the methods of math can be called directly without creating math object. All the math all the math can be called directly without creating math object. Now, so first method in numbers concept. So first method is using numbers. We can do only the mathematical operations only. We cannot do any other things. Using numbers, we can do only the mathematical operations, mathematical functions only. Okay. So in that first function math.py, the value of pi is used to various times of during the mathematical operations, but we don't have any particular key in the keyboard. Okay, we don't have any particular key in the keyboard to use that value. The math that pi property gives the value of pi constant. It is a mathematical constant which is approximately 3.14, which is approximately 3.14, right? So now we can see js34.html. So now so document dot write h2 JavaScript math functions right? So then first one is the document.write math.py. Okay, so then now you can see 34.html. Okay, this is the first one. File value equal to. Okay, so the next one, for suppose if you want to find out a circle or radius, then we have a formula pi r square, right? So then so we can write the function circle radius. We can give this cr. So then okay, document dot write. So we have a formula called pi r square, right? So document dot write circle radius equal to, so then plus, so math.py 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 r square, right? So then so we have to pass the radius while calling this function cr, then 10. Okay, this is the radius value I am passing dynamically. So now, then this is the r, right? So radius, then r into r, r again r, right? So now we will get the circle radius. Document.write br. Okay, alright. So pi r square 10 10 100. So then 100 into 3.14, 314.159 something. Okay, so this way we can find out the circle radius. Alright. So the next one is the next method. So all the things are very, very small. So the next one is the math.round. So now we are getting the big decimal value, right? So if you want to round this value, then we have a JavaScript function called math.round. Math.round. The math.round executes the rounded of the value of x. It is nearest integer. It is nearest integer. So it will always gives the rounded of integer value of the specified decimal or fraction value. The value still 0.5. It will rounded of the previous smaller integer, and it's a greater than 0.5. It will be rounded of the next integer. So for suppose rounded off will, for if our value is, if our value is 2.4, 2.4, for this one nearest integer is 2. If the 2.5, then nearest integer is 3 only. So it is always going to forward. If it is both are equal, it is going to the forward. Okay. So then, so if it is having the 2.9, so it can give the 3. Clear? So this way the function will work. Now you can see document.write, document.write, then so round off, rounded the value of circle radius, circle radius equal to, so then plus, so what is our value here? Math dot pi r square, math dot pi r square. So it will work or not? It won't work. It won't work. So you can see why, because document dot write, why it is not even given, this one it is not saved. Now see, R is not defined because of this R is written inside the function. That's why it is not coming. So then now we can write inside the function this one. So then now you can see what is our value. We will get 3.14. Okay. So 3.5 circle radius, math that pi r square we are right. So we are rounding the right. So math dot round. Okay. So then now now you can now you can see the value 3.14. 3.14. If our value is, because of it is the nearest integer. Okay. If our value is, for suppose For suppose here I am writing, okay, so then I am giving the RD, thank you, math dot round. So then if you can give the 2.1, we will get the, we will get the 2. Okay, so then if you can give the, so for suppose if you can give the 2.5, so then we will get the 3. We will get 3. Okay, if it is 2.9, then we will get 3. Okay, clear? The next one is after math dot round, we are having math dot power. Math dot power. So if you want to find out the 2 power 10 or 2 power 20 or 2 power 100 like this, so we will use the power. Okay, math dot power. We are having the two parameters inside. Two parameter inside x comma y, right? X comma y. So x value is the denominator, that means below of the below number. Okay, so then y is the power, y is the power value. So x is the base value, y is the power value. Okay, using these powers, so very common in the mathematics, and JavaScript provided the JavaScript provide this method, so one can easily find out the result. Okay, so to find out the math dot power, so JavaScript provides the default method math dot power. So in this we are providing the two parameters. One is base value. First one is the base value. Don't confuse. Don't confuse. First one is the base value, second one is the power value, second one is the power value. Now we can see example. So for suppose document dot write, so then finding the so 2 power 2 power 20, okay, equal to, so then we are having the function called math dot power. So first value is the base value. So here base value is 2. First parameter is base value. Second parameter is power. Then 20. So then now you can see. So here we can write the break, and here break, another break. Okay. So this is the value 1048576. Okay. So this is the 2 power 20. So for suppose if you can give the 2 power 10, then think 1048, 1024. Okay, so this is the math rat power function. So the next one, math rat square root. Math rat square root. So we can easily find out the square root. Then easily find out the square root. So here document dot write, so then finding the square root of square root of 100. Okay, mm, inside quotations, so then place math dot sqrt for square root sqrt. So then inside we can give the number 100. So what is the square root of 100? So we will get the 10. We get the 10. Okay, okay. So sorry. Square root of 5, square root of 100 method at square root only. It is coming another extra time. Sorry, sorry. Here we have to give the equal to. So that's why it is confusing. So then 10. Square root of 100 equal to 10. Right? So same way, if we can found the 625. I think it is 25. Okay, clear? So this way we can use the method at square root for finding the square roots. Okay, so the next one, method at absolute number. So we can see these things later. So when it comes to the real time, so when it comes to this, so I want to dynamically, I want to pass the value. How I can pass? For suppose, so we cannot pass. For suppose, if I want to change this number, how can I change? So if you want to give in real time mode, for suppose someone is giving the so smaller program, so find out the given number, find out the given number. So how can you find out? So then, so first thing to find the, so first we have to give the input value. Enter a value to found the square root. Square root. Okay, so colon, so input type equal to number, so then value equal to empty, so then placeholder value equal to empty, so then placeholder, so then enter number, so then id equal to my num, my val, so then that's it, right? So we have to give the name also. Name equal to num number. Okay. So now I am giving like this. So I want to get this value. How I can get? So then to get this value, so let my my input value equal to document dot get element by id. So then what is the id? My val. My val is the id. So then dot. So what we have to give? Dot val. So what we have to give it here? Dot value. So then we can see alert alert alert. So my now my input, right? So then how we can get this value? So after submitting only, so we will get this value. So before submitting, after entering this one here, so this is the value. Where is the value? Okay, we didn't get that one. We didn't get that one, right? Then how we can get that value? So we have to write inside of the function. We have to write the inside of the function. So then I am writing the function here, my function, sorry, function, then my function, my or get input val, input var, then function. So then inside, so we have to write that codes, right? So we discussed it, right? Keyboard functions and form functions. So what is a form function? We have to write it right now. So either on click or after submitting, we can write it. So then on blur, on blur. So then what is our function name? Get input val, get input val. Okay. So then we are calling the function. Then now you can see. So empty number we are getting. So then 5, we will get the 5. So then we have to pass this value to the, we have to pass this value to this one. Now we can see inside after this one. So then document dot write dot sorry div rh2. So then we can give the id equal to a result. Okay, a result. So for suppose if you want to find out a math square root, so then we can use the, we can append that value document dot get element by id. So then result, so then dot inner html